Well, welcome. I'm Kringle Kim here. Today is August 23rd, 2018. Oh, I'm sorry, it's August 22nd, 2018. And I was checking the stats, and it looks like we have 100 more paid members than we had yesterday. We have 3,297,953. Come on, let's make that 3,300,000 quickly. So it's good. It's going up, up, up. And there's a lot of things to cover today. One of the things of being a broadcaster is that you do get earn more cookies, plus you get broadcaster rewards. And I've been very grateful for the broadcaster awards. Some of the people are already in. They all have their wallets paid, and some of them are already very active in. I'm sorry, we just had another dust storm. Some of them are very active in TVC, and other ones are still just learning. So I guess they don't watch my broadcasts, but I do get a lot of questions and phone calls because I send them all emails. And then they call me, and they usually call me for questions that have been answered in the blog. But that's okay if they need a little hand holding. But I do want to, a lot of them are things that I can't resolve. The admin has to resolve. And so I wanted to discuss a blog that was from, actually, this one was from May 30th, 2017. But it is all, and it used to go to the Billion Coin site, but now you just go to Kringle.cash, back office, and there, when you log in, there is a tab that says Help Desk. And just click on that, and up will come a form, and you put in your email address that you use for all your, your Kringle.cash back office and your TBC009.net wallet. And just fill out a support to them. I have done it a couple times, and they're very quick, and they get to it right away. And, if it's a problem with your admin fee for the back office wallet getting paid, or like if you want to question, I guess some people have questions about the number of cookies, or I don't know, there's all kinds of questions. A lot of them were on, I've had a lot of them on, how to migrate and things like that too, which you wouldn't necessarily go to the help desk for, but you might go to the blog for. But a lot of them, if you have a personal question about your account, that's the best place to go. And I don't have any control over the back office or anything. So that is the place you'd want to go ask. So, so the blog mentions, if you want to reduce frustration for both you and I, use the tickets system for tech support and not email. We are getting way too much email. Okay, so this is older. And like I said, you're going to go to Kringle.cash back office. And with all the rapid custom website development, there are going to be some bugs to iron out. Of course, there will be. To expect anything less shows how ignorant you are about custom website development. So understand, we want everything to work perfectly, but you need to be patient while we make needed improvements. We have debugged a whole bunch of things in our short history. Watch out for phishing websites with similar names. They are trying to steal from you. If you don't see a website address in the web list above, It's most likely a scammer website posing as one of our domains. Don't fall for it. Admin deserves a little bit of praise, but don't you think? We have created a way to become wealthy automatically. We have built a whole bunch of support systems to back up this new idea of an abundance-based currency, including giving away 25,000 Kringles to everyone that wants to give us a try risk-free. Now we have partnered with a real bank that loves our abundance-based currency and will gladly exchange it for the depreciating fiat currency out there from around the world. Consistent effort to bring this idea into the marketplace and spread it far and wide, attracting merchants big and small from all over the world. And of course, right now we're still in the disbursement phase, and the merchant phase will come later when we get to 1 billion members. So come on, everybody, let's share. It's very sad to see negative opinions on Facebook that admin coming from some of our members, but that is more a reflection of themselves projected on admin, and I realize that. But I do like the praise, especially in the public space as Facebook. So, you know, you guys, I couldn't do what admin's doing. And I'm very grateful. It's like for a while, if any of you have ever driven across the United States on Interstate 80, and I used to drive a truck, and you get to Immigrant Pass, and you're going west on Interstate 80, and you get to Immigrant Pass, and it just goes straight up. I mean, straight up, like a mile. And let me tell you, when your truck's fully loaded, it's sometimes hard to get up that Immigrant Pass. But anyway, every time I would go by up there, I would think, how I am so thankful for the pioneers. I can't believe they did it in, you know, covered wagons or however, you know, even a horse or anything. I can't imagine walking up that Immigrant Pass. And I kind of see TBC Kringle, you know, admins going up this very steep mountain, trying to get everything done and done the right way. And we all know, any of us that have used a cell phone or a computer or a tablet or anything, you know, computer glitches are like a daily thing. I'm always it's either the modem or it's the internet connection and I was reminded even the other day, back in the day, for those of you that remember when we had dial-up internet, when it first came out back in the 80s, I guess. I guess it was the early 90s when AOL came out. And some of those, and you had, you know, I'm sure you've seen the movie You Got Mail. And just think, you know, it took us a while to get on our dial-up connection, and we had the 256K computers. So this is like this, you know, it's going to take a while to get everything perfect, or probably won't ever be perfect, but, you know, everything working correctly and everything. And I know admin's doing heroic effort, and of course the computer systems are changing all the time, and you got to protect against hacking, and just be patient, and go into your Kringle.cash back office if you have a tech question or a wallet question or a Kringle.cash back office question, and fill out a help ticket. And like I said, I am really surprised how quickly my questions are answered, and it's very helpful. So just remember that if you have a question. And then for my broadcast relief, I am still happy to help you, those of you that call me. But if you think it's one of those kind of questions, you know, please go to the help desk, because I don't know all the answers. And then I wanted to, I was so glad to see that the paid wallet membership had gone up 100. So everybody's out there. A lot of people are out there sharing. And I wanted to, the cash centers seem to be working well. And I haven't used one myself yet. I signed up as one, but I haven't used one myself yet. So, you know, it would be great to compliment those people, admin, that are in charge of setting up the cash centers too. You know, you can always take out a help ticket and just say nice things with it. Say, hey, instead of it always being a negative thing, say, hey, thumbs up, you're doing a great job. And then, of course, once you share the gift of Kringle, which is now 25,000 cookies, you want to make sure you follow up with that person. You know, just don't let them sign up and then just forget about them. You know, make sure you give them a call or walk them through the process of receiving the gift. And of course, once they receive the gift, and they click on the verification email in their email, it is going to show up in your Kringle.cashback office too. And you will at least have their email. If they haven't filled out their profile, you'll at least have their email. And if you know them personally, you know, you'll probably have their phone number, whether your neighbor or family or friend or something. So make sure they get in the Kringle.cashback office and fill out their Kringle Cash profile, and then have them pass the send button test, and then help them pay the $10 admin fee. And like, the cash centers are great because now they do not have to go and borrow Bitcoin from me or try to figure out how to buy Bitcoin online if they don't know anything about cryptocurrency. And so show them how to go to the cash centers and find one near them, or find one that will work with them. If this is why we need to have a lot of cash centers, so that everybody has access to them no matter where they are. And then once they are able to get their admin fee paid, and then it shows they can go back in. It's taken a while, like a day to get, in my experience lately. I know there's been a lot going on with the 500% bonus and everything, but it's taken, like, I would give it 24 hours to get your account to say paid. And at that point, once the account says paid, excuse me, boy, I need to go get some water. But once the account says paid, it'll say lifetime wallet fee paid, and it'll give an expiration date for paying the $10 again. Usually a year from the date they accepted the gift, as a member. And so you do have 30 days before you have to pay the admin fee, where you can, you know, use the Kringle Cashback office. But I don't think you can set up your wallet until you pay, and you don't receive your cookies until you pay the $10 admin fee. And I'm glad to see the new look of my account, where it says admin fee, you know, is paid, and then the expiration date next year when I have to repay it. And then also it says my lifetime wallet fee is paid. So you never owe again on that. And then you can encourage them to do a broadcast. A good one to start with is like a testimony broadcast. You know, what their feelings are about accepting the gift, and how they maybe feel it will change their life, or what it means to them, what they want to do with it. That's a good one to start with. And it says you should start up a broadcast, because when you go to make your purchase, you're going to be able to get more cookies for, like, your $100 purchase. You can redeem a whole coin from a $100 purchase if you're a broadcaster. Or if you aren't a broadcaster, I believe it's 1/1000th of a coin that you receive cookies for. So guys, everyone, it really pays to do a broadcast. It's like, you know, and the thing about doing a broadcast is you make sure you're reading the blog every day, watching the videos. You know, you really know what's going on. And I know a lot of you, like myself, have other jobs or other businesses. But, you know, try to make at least look at the educational blog once a day. And if you can, if you have time to do a broadcast at least once a week, that will keep your cookie rewards up. So I have seen a lot of people are very hesitant. You know, oh, I received a gift and now I got to buy it with cryptocurrency. Now I got to do a broadcast. Oh my goodness. That's a scary proposition. But just, you know, explain it to them, help them set up a broadcast. And, you know, I was really nervous. And I'm used to speaking in front of people in the past. But I was really nervous. And I don't know if I still do it quite right. But we're all learning. And just, I know, once you do it the first time, you know, it's not so bad the second time and the third time. And it becomes a rewarding experience. So help them and then show them how to schedule a 30-minute broadcast inside the Kringle Cash back office. Now, if you're new to it and your sponsor is maybe too busy or, you know, how you set up a broadcast for the next day is you go into your Kringle Cash back office and you've answered all the 20 questions or the 10 questions for your send button. So your send button should be on in your TPC009.net wallet, and also in your Kringle.cash back office, it will have a send button tab down near the bottom. And if you click on the send button tab, then it will open up and it will say tomorrow's broadcast. So you go in there and you see what broadcasts are open, and there will be a blue oval if it's open. And you always have to schedule it for the next day, the day before. You can't do it for a whole week or anything. You've got to go on each day. And I know some days, the one I usually do isn't open. Somebody else has it, but that's fine. Hey, that's great. That's meaning more people are doing broadcasts. And then you have to go back to your YouTube, and you're going to have to, if you're new, go back to the watch page of your broadcast and copy and paste that URL. Don't copy and paste the one for your YouTube channel. Just copy and paste the URL for that particular broadcast that you created. And go copy and paste that. Go back and click on the blue oval with the time you want to do. Copy and paste the URL in there. A form will come up. Copy and paste it in there. And then pick the language you want to do it in, and click submit. And I know for every half hour, there's 2 slots for every half hour. And so it's kind of fun to see all the slots filled up because they're going on all over the world. And then once you do your broadcast, make sure you go in right away and go to the send button again in your Kringle.cash back office. And go down to broadcaster rewards and show this to your new person too, broadcaster rewards, and click on that, and up will come a form, and you click add broadcast, and you copy and paste the URL of that broadcast right into that form and what date you did it on. And I have found that if you click the box that says date, you don't have to fill out on the keyboard with the date. You just, a little calendar comes up, and you just click on the date on the calendar, which I find makes it a lot easier, so it gets put in the right order. Because I think you put the year first, and then the month, and then the day. And for some of us that live in the U.S., we probably were doing it backwards most of the time. So that's really nice. And then hit submit. And, you know, it will say pending for review. And when it's approved, you will receive cookies in your cookie reward under your cookie reward tab that you can redeem next November. So it's great for you, and it's great for your new recruit. You've learned how to do a YouTube broadcast. You've showed somebody else how to do a podcast, and you're both earning cookies for learning and teaching. I mean, it's great. So at that point, once they've done a broadcast, or you've done a broadcast, purchased your $100 at Kringle's, do it from a trusted seller. Hopefully first you'd pick your sponsor, as they shared the gift with you. And if they are not able to do it, then they might be partnering with another trusted seller, or if they're not involved, find another trusted seller. You know, a year ago, not everybody had a send button turned on, but now I think everybody should have a send button turned on, which is great. So your sponsor would make a great person to do that purchase with. And then once you make your purchase, keep checking. It will be sent to your tvc009.net wallet. So go and show the person. You showed them how to set up their wallet. Now show them how to go and look for when the TVC gets transferred into their wallet. And when it shows up in their wallet, or whoever the buyer's wallet is, whether it's you or your recruit, now you go into the Kringle.cash back office again, and you go down to transaction verification and click on transaction verification for buyers. And there's a form. Put in your first name, last name, how much you purchased, let's say 100. Then it says TVC004.net wallet or TVC009.net wallet. And I'm thinking now most everybody only has a TVC009.net wallet. But click on that, and then it'll come up, and you put in the date. You might want to copy and paste this from the TVC009.net wallet. So I kind of leave them both open when I'm doing this, when I'm sending or when I'm, and then you copy and paste the exact time. You change it to Kringles so you know how many Kringles were sent, and fill that. The next line down says Viewcoins/Kringles, and then how you used to pay for it. Did you use Bitcoin, merchandise, cash, PayPal? And that's to let the seller know, remind the seller, you know, like sometimes I get checks and I put the check number and stuff. Then I know who, you know, besides the names there, but then I also know how it was paid and which account to check for. And then you put down whoever sold you the TVC. You need to put their email down, the one that's associated with their Kringle Cash back office and wallet. And then what I usually do at that point, if I'm the buyer or if I'm the seller, I like the buyer to call me and say, look, I submitted it. I received it in my wallet and I submitted it. And then I can go in, the seller can go into their Kringle Cash back office, go down to transaction verification seller, and go over and approve the transaction. So we're not dealing with transaction IDs or anything anymore. And it should have, when you go in to approve it, it should have the buyer's name, the buyer's email, you know, how much they bought, how they paid, their wallet address, and approve it. And then the buyer should look for the cookies in their Kringle.cash back office under cookie rewards. So this is a system that we want to follow, and we just keep teaching it and duplicating it, teaching it and duplicating it. And I know my one friend Wendy, one of my recruits, and friend, she says, I don't know what to do. I said, just copy what I did. Hey, that's what we do here. We duplicate. It's a good system, and my thing in life is KISS. Keep it super simple. And as long as we're duplicating the correct things from admin and from each other, it's all good. I'm not going to come up with something new, revolutionary thing when admin has already done such great work. And I think that's what we have to remember. Don't mess with the system that's working. Just keep it super simple. And so after that, make sure your new recruit, now they have some TVC and they have their admin fee is paid. They can go to the marketing tab and copy and paste their referral link and make sure that they start sharing the gift of Kringle, TVC Kringle with everyone. And of course, let's all try to get 10 people each. And my goal for myself is to kind of try to do one a day. And some days it works and some days it doesn't. But my saying is, quitters never win and winners never quit. And, just be patient and positive and have a big smile on your face and be persistent. And because, I always like to give people the opportunity to tell me no. There's many instances when nobody shared with me, and I would have loved if they would have shared their idea or in the past, their MLM with me or whatever, but they prejudged me and didn't think I would. So they never shared it with me. And I would find out when I would go to share that same opportunity with them. And they'd say, oh, well, I'm already doing it. And I'm like, oh, well, you never said anything to me. I would have loved to have done it. So that's what I'm saying. Just share with everybody. And you never know who's going to accept the gift or not, but at least you've given them that opportunity. And I hope to see our numbers going up every day, every day, every day. So, the most share the gift, start teaching them, have them pay their wallet fee, and then they will receive the gift of cookies, and we will have a new member, and the value of our coin will go up. Because every time we have a new verified or paid member, the value of our TVC coin goes up. And as that goes up, we are going to be more able to end world poverty, help people all around the world, and help ourselves. So I hope you have a wonderful day, evening. We had our dust storm early tonight. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But I hope you guys have a great day and go out and see who's waiting to hear about the wonderful gift of TVC Kringle from you. Good night. Bye.